All right, today we got our two fired up. We're going to do an 8-pound, it's like 8.3 pounds pork butt. We're going to use this Sheely's vinegar sauce as a binder, and then come back with the Uncle Steve's cow shake. I personally like the little more black pepper in it that the cow shake has, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pour this over top. And just rub it in. Come back in with the cow shake. As you can see, we're up to 225, so let's put a hunk of cherry wood in there. How do you do that? You just lift off this. See your coal base? Set it right on top. Put this right back on. Alright, now let's take the top off. Everything still looks good. I'll take our pork butt, set it right in the middle. There we go. You can already start to see the smoke coming up. Nice. All right, we've been 2 hours. Holding steady, 225, 230. Let's go ahead and let's give it a little spritz. Y'all, we're 4 hours in, saying 250 right there, and saying 314 there, and that's set up right here in the front, so that's pretty good. Let's probe it and see where we're at. Oh, that gets hot. Here, sizzling. At a 103, 127, 115, so let's let her go a little bit longer. We are 5 hours in. Let's take a look at it. Hot, 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 hot. Ooh, it looks gorgeous. We at 128, 140, 135. All right. Alright, so we're going to pull this off and wrap it. Add some Sheely's back into this. Vinegar sauce. 9.5 hours. Let's take a look at it. She looks good. 190. She feels pretty good right there. 194. No resistance. Going right down to the bone. Feeling pretty good right there. We're gonna get her pulled off. All right, it's rested for an hour. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. Oh, that's gorgeous. Just get over here to the counter. Oh. All right, look at that. All right, let's see. How did we do?
It smells good.
Looks clean. What do y'all think?
Good job, Dad.
All right, let's take a look at some of this. And look at the bark. Or not the bark, the smoke ring. It's pretty good. All right, let me get this pulled and then we'll be back. Y'all want to level up all this fat. See that? The dark thin layers of fat, pull that out. Alright, so what we do is we take all the fat and all the liquid that's in the wrap, pour it into this thing. For those of you that don't know, this is what we call a fat separator. It's got a plug in it so liquid doesn't come up the bottom here. And it's got a screen on top to keep all the fat and all the chunks from going down in there that we don't want. And as it sits, your fat will rise to the top. You see that line right there? So you want to pick that up and show them. You see this line right here where it's a lighter color? That is your fat, and that's the grease. That's what we do not want in our pool. This down here is the good stuff. That's what we do want. All right. All right, so what I do is once I pull it and I get all the fat out that I can and I separate my jus, while my jus is separating, I take the same rub that I seasoned the pork with and I do once around. I don't go too heavy, I just go once around and then mix. Basically like turning it over. Okay. I get it all flipped over and then I do it again. Okay. And then I mix. Okay, now comes the important part. Here is the jus. Now we take this stopper out, that way we can pour. And you see how we have nothing but liquid right here. And we're going to pour our liquid in. But we're not going to go all of it, because we don't want to make it over moist and make it really mushy. We just want to add enough to keep it moist so it doesn't dry out when it cools. Because once it reheats, it will release some of that moisture. But we don't want it to be mush in that time. You see where we're at? We still have that much jus. We can pour a little bit more back in, but I don't need, that's it. So I didn't use it all. I came close. Now my taste testers are going to tell me if they notice a difference.
Okay. I don't want a big piece. Good job, Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
So he had a piece before we doctored it.
I mean, better.
So what do you?
Moist. That's for sure.
A lot more moist.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my finished product.
Good job. High five.
Now this will go to baggies, and we have a. Well, tomorrow is is when this is going out to a couple guys. So when the video comes out, though, it'll already be passed. So, all right, that's all I got.